Whoa, look at that. I think my felt belt just fell apart. It did, look at that. Well, that stinks. I got another one now. That's a bummer. Eddie, this is my AMK75 machine, 1x30, smaller machine. I'm outside on the back of my truck at a restaurant. So we're outside. You can probably hear that wind. This is my mobile unit. Sun is shining. I can't see very well. See if we can lift that up a little higher and tilt that a little bit where y'all can still see it. This is a commercial restaurant, and boy, they beat up their knives. Brian, this is a 120 Cubitron, 3M 120 grit, 3M Cubitron belt. It's a worn 120, but it's a 120. It was a 120 when it was new. At least we got a breeze today. It's very warm here in Texas. I'm set up in the Kemah boardwalk area, if y'all know what that's at. Right on Galveston Bay, Kemah, Texas. So we got about, I don't know, 15 knives to do. We've done 3, 4 so far. Restaurant doesn't open till this evening. It's only a dinner restaurant. It does not serve lunch. Hope everyone's having a good day wherever you're at. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button, and if you're so inclined, subscribe to our channel. We're Sharpen Right Services. Don't have my little sign that's usually here. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. Restaurants are rough on their knives. These take some effort to get sharp. Taking my time, I don't want to heat the blade up. And you do have a fear of doing that with that 120 Cubitron belt. It creates a lot of heat. We're almost there. We've almost got an apex across the whole blade. Once we hit an apex, then we'll go down from there and grit on the belts. It goes a lot faster. Yeah, they do. And I was here, I sharpened for them about every quarter. So I would say it probably was July when I was here. I have to look back at my calendar, but it's been a while, probably about 3 months. But they're getting ready to get busy for the holiday season. This is a restaurant that does a lot of holiday parties, that sort of thing. It's a very small restaurant. I think it's only seats about 40 people. It's a high dollar restaurant, I know that. That sun is beating down on me, I know that. It's pretty warm. No, it's because I'm outside. And I'm real close to it too. I'm only about a foot off of it. And you're always hearing the being drowned out by the dust collection system and the fans in the shop. This machine is not noisier than that one. The camera in the shop is always a lot higher. You can hear that wind? Wind's blowing pretty good.
I have.
Good.
Yeah.
More?
3 more from the house.
Want me to keep these separate?
You don't have to.
You'll know what's
I know
which. I got your 2 nice ones done too. So.
Okay.
Sweet.
Cool.
Fantastic.
All right.
So the chef just brought me a few more knives. So we'll be here for a little bit. I'm gonna leave the camera rolling as long as I can. You guys keep me company out there. Well, I guess the wind's coming really from the front of my truck, and I've got the camper top on it, so I'm sitting on the tailgate of the truck with the camper top towards the wind, so it's not real bad. When I'm finished, I'll take a sweep of I'll pull the camera off the mount and show you what it looks like. You bet, exactly. And the owner and the chef of this restaurant is very popular in this area, so I always like to take care of him because he refers business to me. So, and he also volunteers at the high school for the culinary program. So he does a lot for the community, so I'm going to always take care of him. When he needs something sharpened, I come running. I didn't have anything going on this afternoon. It was pretty slow today. I got caught up this morning. Well, if you're watching out there, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. It does help our business down here in Texas grow. We're doing mobile sharpening today at a restaurant. So we are outside. Looks like it might start clouding up to rain. So far it hasn't. And since this is a restaurant, they're pretty hard on their knives. So when I come sharpen, they're really dull. So it takes a while to get an apex on the blade. And I don't want to rush it because I don't want to heat up the knives. So if they're too hot to the touch, they're too hot. These are not too hot. Tell me where you're watching from. We're almost there on this one. We've almost hit an apex across the whole blade. Where most of the wear is right there, obviously, on the blade, because that's where people are, you're cutting whatever you're cutting on that part of the knife, generally speaking. So all these knives have a flat spot right in that area. Yes, the variable speed works on this one. Watch. See that? This is my original AMK and it works great. I bought the AMK 76 to go in the shop and to leave this unit in my truck. And so that's what it stays inside the truck. I got tired of hauling equipment from one side of the shop to the other, or from the truck to the shop. So that was the basis behind buying the AMK 76. It's a much larger machine with the 2x42 belts. It's much heavier to carry around, but I am having the issue with the speed control on it, which is a bummer. But we'll deal with it. We're fine. Just another issue a small business has to deal with. Well, we've tried that already. So they've sent me 3 motors. We're still working on it. We'll see what happens. $219 people watching out there. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get that algorithm working really well for us. And if you're so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. So this boning knife is very, very dull. And clean that abrasive. Well, California, I appreciate you watching out there. This machine is an AMK 75 1x30" belt sharpening machine from amktactical.com. Well, you would think that, wouldn't you? He's got an issue with the machines. He imports the machines, and so he's got an issue with the supplier. We'll get it fixed sooner or later. It'll get fixed when it gets fixed. I've got many ways to sharpen knives. I have multiple machines. I just happen to like the AMKs better than the other ones that I have. So the rest of the knives here coming up are all little small paring knives, and I'm going to do those by hand. I mean freehand. I'm using a clamp right now. And so we'll go through those, and then the last three knives we got are the chef's personal Japanese knives from home. And it'll take us a little bit to get those right, and we will use the clamp on that one. Appreciate everybody watching out there. Appreciate the support of the channel, keeping me company here while I'm sharpening. Like I said, I'm outside. I'm sharpening out of the back of my truck. I have a power system in my truck, inverter and everything, and I can either get in the truck or like I'm doing now, I'm just standing on the tailgate of the truck. Well, I'm standing on the ground, but the machine's on the tailgate. All right, we got one more long blade. And then the rest are paring knives we can do by hand. Freehand, in other words, without the clamp. If you want to know where I'm at, look up the restaurant called Eculent, Eculent, in Kemah, Texas. Eculent. All right, we're gonna do the paring knives, freehand here. They go a little faster. All right, we're gonna do them all pretty fast here. Mark, these are gonna be about 18 degrees per side. I do all the chef knives, the large 8-inch chef knives. I do at 20 degrees. That's a good angle for a commercial restaurant. No Gorilla, I'm sorry, I do not. So we'll just rip through all these on the 120. Ooh, that one is really dull. All right, there we go. We got a burr on those. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dogs aren't with me today. I'm not in the shop today. I'm at a restaurant. The dogs would have had to stay in the truck, and I didn't want to leave them in the truck. It's pretty warm down here in Texas today. We got to be in the upper 80s. We're almost there. This is a little Mason knife. They got good steel on these knives. Pretty hard. This one's all dinged up. That's in rough shape. When I only had one dog, I would bring her with me. But since I got the second German Shepherd, he's very skittish. And he would run off. We're almost there on this knife. I'm trying not to heat the blade up. If it's too hot to the touch, it's too hot. $325 people watching. Tell me where you're watching from. South Africa, Dearborn, Michigan. Oh, you know what? I switched belts too soon. I forgot the one little knife here. Romania? Well, thanks for watching from Romania. Well, I could kind of figure that one out if you were from California. Appreciate you watching out in California. But it's noon in California, correct? Yeah, it's a 227 here in Texas. Eight o'clock in the evening in the UK. Past cocktail time in the UK, huh? I'm going to use a felt belt. I got one other abrasive belt to use, and then we'll go to the felt belt to buff them out a little bit. I'll leave them toothy for a restaurant, except for their Japanese knives. I will strop the Japanese knives. The last three knives we're going to do are going to be Japanese, and I will strop those. And then I got to clean them all in alcohol. All right, so here's the felt belt. And what I like to do is take a little piece of leather like this and just run it real gently across that blade, and it'll pick up a lot of that burr that's on there. And then I'll just go after it. Kind of buff it off real good. I would imagine they're getting ready to start prepping. I think dinner service here is at 7 or 8. So it's 2:30 here, so I need to get this going. Oh, I forgot to take that burr off. You can see that burr flipping over there. So they can start prepping. That's very nice. Glad that's the way to do it. Sharpen your own knives, use whetstones. That's the best way to sharpen knives. But a commercial business, that takes too long for me to do that. So I have to use a machine. I do several hundred knives a week on top of all the other things I sharpen. Well, I hope some of you subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of live streams. I like chatting with people. Ooh, that's nice and sharp. Okay, we're gonna do the Japanese knife. So I got to add a couple of belts to this. We're gonna do those pretty fine. He's got 3 really nice Japanese knives here. Next, I like to do them last. Take my time. So I got an issue already. I can see a couple of nicks in the blade. Hopefully we can get it out. That's 16 degrees right there. Let's see how it works. Don't want to heat up this blade, so I take my time with it. We've almost got all the nicks out of it. I think we're good. One more pass. All right, we can go down from there now. All right, looks good. I got all the nicks out of it, and it's producing a very, very tiny, I'd call it a micro burr. I can see it on there. It's hard to see out here because I'm outside. I got lights shining on me, but on the belt, but it's still hard to see. I need to work that tip just a little bit there. There we go. Well, I appreciate everybody watching out there. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're at. I hope you hit that thumbs up button. I hope you subscribe to our channel. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, sewing and industrial scissors, clipper blades, and just about any kind of knife. We're at a restaurant in Kemah, Texas, which is right on Galveston Bay. We're at a restaurant called Eculent, Eculent, and we're sharpening for the chef here. And we're sharpening out of the back of my truck. When I'm finished with the other knives, I'll take the camera and kind of show you around the area. Nothing really to see. It's all restaurants. All right. Now that was just a felt belt. So now we're going to use a leather strop and a little bit of compound and make it just razor sharp on these Japanese knives. So there we go, got that one sharp. This is actually an American-made knife, even though it says, well, it is German. I would say that, but this is a Bob Kramer knife. This is their Japanese style. So yeah, exactly. It's what it is. It's a Bob Kramer, but it's a Japanese style knife. Low edge angle. It's a really nice knife. It needed some love, that's for sure. All right, we got it. They make good steel, that's for sure. We're getting there slowly. I don't get any rush on the knives. We got one more after this. And I'll clean them real good with alcohol and take them back into the restaurant. Get paid and go on down the road. No barbecue. I didn't know those. Oh, I guess that's T-Bone Tom's over there. They do barbecue there. I'm kind of like in a little restaurant district. Yeah, running on an inverter, and I got two 200 amp hour batteries. I never run out of power. And I got a DC to DC charger that charges the batteries back up when I'm driving. Problem is I don't drive far enough. All right, got one more, and then we're done. This one's got a bent tip on it, and I didn't bring anything to straighten that tip out. Maybe I could do it with my clamp. Yeah, I straightened it out a little bit. I have a special tool at the shop to straighten out tips on bent knives, and I didn't bring it with me. I need to buy another one and just leave it in the truck. I try to have doubles of everything, and I don't have everything. Yep, Willigs are wonderful German blades. German steel's the best. Now this is, I'm not going to polish the edge on this one. I'm going to leave this one kind of toothy. So we're going to stop at 600 grit and not strop it. We're just going to use the felt belt. Leave this blade a little toothy. All right, that's it. We're done with that knife. All right, I'll take the camera down and let y'all show y'all where I'm at and how my setup is here. Got to put all my belts up there. So there you go. There's the restaurant right there. It's a restaurant and a little winery called Clear Creek Winery. You can see all the other restaurants. There's a restaurant next door. I think that's a hotel next door. But there we go. So we got all these knives sharpened for the chef. So I need to clean them up with alcohol and take them inside. I appreciate y'all watching. That's just about an hour. I like to run about an hour on my live stream. You can see my inside of my truck. There's my batteries, Eddie, in the back. And the inverter over in the corner, all the other sharpening tools that I carry inside there. So I can sharpen just about everything out of my truck. Hope you guys have a great day wherever you're at. I hope you hit that thumbs up button, and I hope you subscribe to the channel because it does help our little business out. Appreciate everybody watching. I hope you catch another live stream, and I hope you watch some of the shorts and long form videos on my channel. Everybody have a good one. Y'all take care.